Here we go. So welcome to this final session. As I told you on our past session, this is going to be our final exam, as well as our final session for these speaking sessions for the intermediate level. Hopefully, next time you guys have speaking sessions will be advanced into the advanced level. So these ones are the performance of the assessments that I'm going to be qualifying in this session. So I'm going to qualify grammar and vocabulary. What I expect of all of you is to show a good degree of control of a range of simple and some complex grammatical forms. I also want to see if you can use a range of appropriate vocabulary to give and exchange views on a wide range of familiar topics. The discourse management, we are going to be seeing if you produce extended stretches of language with very little hesitation, as I told you before, and contributions that are relevant, and there is a clear organization of your ideas. Okay. I'm going to also check if you use a range of cohesive devices and discourse markers. In pronunciation, I'm going to be checking if it's intelligible, intonation is appropriate, and if sentence and word stresses are accurately placed, and if all the individual sounds are accurately and clearly. And finally, there are 2 points that I'm going to be looking at in interactive communication, and is if you can respond appropriately, linking contribution to those of other speakers, and if you maintain and develop the interaction and negotiate towards an outcome. Okay. So that's basically the 1, 2, 3, 4 points that I'm going to be checking: interactive communication, pronunciation, discourse management, grammar, and vocabulary. Other than that, I want to tell you how this is going to work. First of all, I'm going to divide the groups. So one group will be pro teaching English as a second language in Colombia, and the other group will be pro teaching English as a foreign language in Colombia. You know that there's a big difference between one and the other. So each one will be defending their position, their stand. How? With arguments, well-structured arguments actually, and you will be giving reasons, and you will be trying to convince the other part that your reasons are accurate and they are true. Other than that, we're going to do that right after I split the teams. You're going to have like 2 minutes to talk with your team and organize and negotiate how you're going to develop it. You can use the chat for that purpose. And after that, each one of you will have a little time to present a little introduction. Okay? I want you to think, for example, in a broadcast. Have you ever heard a broadcast? In a broadcast, the person is like, oh, hello, my name is, this is my expertise, I know about this, I have done this and that, and now I'm going to explain to you that why am I on this side of the debate. Okay, that's basically it. And then we will start the debate. I'm going to be the one that negotiates the time, and the one who is going to be like, I'm the chairperson and also the timekeeper. So I'm going to be telling you when is your time to stop. The lesser that you can present a topic with is 3 minutes. So keep that in mind. You will gonna have to use at least 3 minutes to present your idea. And then we will ask someone else to participate from the opposite team. So if you can collaborate to your team to get a better presentation, you can do it. Like you can just open the microphone after raising your hand. I'm gonna assign you the word, and then you can participate. Ready? Make myself clear? Is anybody has any questions? You want me to say it in Spanish? Yes, you have questions, so yes, it was clear.
Yes, it was clear.
Okay, wonderful. Everyone clear? Okie dokie. So for this one, we are going to have Mariana and Claudia. You both are going to be the foreign language teaching English in Colombia, okay? Mariana and Claudia are the team of teaching English as a foreign language. And Tatiana, Laura, and Andres are going to be the team of English as a second language in Colombia. Okay, you will have to convince me that your point of view, your state is the best. Okay, you cannot say things against yourself. You cannot go against your team. So be careful how you're going to argue your positions. It's 5:56. You guys have 2 minutes to talk with your teammates and organize how you're going to start the discussion and who is going to speak first, who's going to speak later, and everything that you want to say. You can use the chat, okay? So these 2 minutes are for you. I'm going to tell you when to stop at 5:58. So time is yours.
Sorry, I'm with Claudia.
Yes, Mariana, you are.
Okay.
Hello, Carolina. So nice to have you here with us.
Hello, teacher. Thank you. How are you?
Very
Sorry.
good. Thank you. No problem. I'm going to explain to you what I just explained to your partners. We are going to be doing today our final evaluation. And the way we're going to develop it is that you guys are already in teams. So now you're part of Mariana and Claudia's team. So Carolina, Mariana, and Claudia are a team. And your guys' team is foreign language, teaching English as a foreign language in Colombia. You will have to argue why your team thinks teaching English as a foreign language in Colombia is a better option than teaching English as a second language in Colombia. So you're going to be arguing your part, but before that happens, each one is going to have a little presentation. You guys are going to convince me that you know about the topic. You're going to tell me your age, your experience, your name, and kind of accredit what you're going to about to say. Okay, like we did in a podcast. So that's basically it, and time is up. So I'm gonna let actually Carolina to think. I'm gonna ask her to present herself the last, and we are going to start right now with the presentation of the team of the English as a second language. So please, Tatiana, Laura, and Nicolas, make your self-introduction. After that, Claudia, Mariana, and Carolina will do their self-introduction, and we will start the debate, okay? Was I clear? Anybody has any question?
Teacher, sorry, repeat, please.
Yes, of course. So what we are going to do first is that everybody's gonna do a self-introduction. Like you're gonna present yourself, okay? And you're going to argue why you are an expert in the topic that we are going to be talking about. Hi, Dianita. And second, we are going to start the debate, okay? Carolina is part of the team of Claudia and Mariana. You girls are pro teaching English as a foreign language.
Hello, teacher. Excuse me
Hello, Diana.
for arriving here.
It's okay, don't worry. And the team of Nicolás, Laurita, Tatiana, and Diana are going to be arguing why to teach English as a second language in Colombia is a better option. So right now, what we are going to do is a personal presentation. So we are going to start with the team of the second language and continue with the one of the foreign language. So I need Nicolás, Tatiana, and Laura to present themselves. And after, Claudia, Mariana, Carolina, and Diana. Ready? Okay. So team second language, go for it.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the Bilingual group. It's a pleasure to hear you with your concerns, and we are going to present our experience and help you in your needs. Okay? I'm going to start. My name is Nicole Tatiana Laino Velasquez. I have experience because I was working with students that want to learn English. I was studying English and French in an institute. And I had the experience because I worked around 2 months and I studied about 2 years, and I had the opportunity to travel to other countries. Okay. Classmate Laura.
Good afternoon. How my mate said, we are going to speak about the learning of English as a second language in Colombia. My full name is Laura Melissa Cañón. I'm 19 years old. I studied English in a technical course. I'm in fourth semester of Bachelor in Foreign Languages with emphasis in English. And we are going to speak about that topic.
Can you listen? Can you listen me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so hello, everybody. My name is Andres Nicolas Calderon Mesa. I am 26 years old. In this moment, I am studying English degree at UNAD University. I have participated in different forum discussion about the topic English as a second language in Colombia. Is an important topic for us, like future teachers in this area. For that reason, today we are going to share with you some pro of this of learn the second language in Colombia, the different opportunities that we can obtain in our country. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome.
Okay, I'm going to start with the second chunk definition. You know
Wait
that
a second, Tatiana, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have to present also the other team. So we're going to wait for Claudia.
Sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry. That's the methodology of a podcast. So we're going to listen to Claudia, to Mariana, to Carolina, and also to Diana. Go, girls.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. My name is Claudia Jenny Calvo Reynoso. I'm 21 years old. I study bachelor degree in foreign languages with emphasis in English in UNAD University. I study free school in the Instituto Agropecuario of Villavicencio, and also study English at University Corp. Now, I'm going to talk about my experience. I have had the opportunity to study and learn English. I will talk about the different opinions of the authors. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mariana Escobar. I'm 22 years old, and I have a wide experience studying English as a second language and English as a foreign language. Since I was a child, I have been studying English as a second language. When I finished school, I have the opportunity to travel abroad to United States and study English as a second language. Yes, sorry. The first one is as a pair, and the second one is a second language. Currently, I'm starting to be a teacher, so I'm studying more foreign languages, and I'm also studying to be a cabin crew. And these careers are really related with languages because we have to know a lot of them to travel around the world and be able to communicate to other people. I have worked as a teacher with teenagers, and I have also the opportunity to work as a teacher and outside of the country with children. Yes, that's all.
Good evening. My name is Carolina Quintana. I am 38 years old. In this moment, I studied the bachelor degree as a foreign language with emphasis in English. And my experience, I have 5 years ago, I studied English with emphasis with teaching for kids. I have experience with kids, with a little kids, and teach with a little kids. In this moment, for 5 years ago, I learned the English. So thank you.
Dianita, I guess it's your turn to present yourself.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I am Diana Rosa. I am 27 years old. I think that teacher and students agree that the adults is less. Have the child to learn a second language. The reason is an alleged decline in the ability for language acquisition associated with maturing now at the sensitive period of language learning. I think that age is conditioned at the optimal time to learn a language is chill and put between and 1 and 6 years old, approximately. As we mature our ability to learn and language tend, tends to decrease.
Bianita, we stop hearing you. Oh, there. Very good. Okay, so now we are going to start our debate. So, first of all, I want you to start to think about it and to talk about it. What it means for Colombia to introduce a language that is not Spanish, talking from the cultural perspective, okay? What it means for Colombia to introduce a language that is not Spanish from the cultural perspective. So first of all, I want to hear the team that is pro second language. Go for it.
Teacher, I didn't understand the question.
I want you to think about the cultural point of view, okay? Think about culture in Colombia, okay? What it is to have another language that is not part of our languages, the languages that we spoke here, Spanish and all the Indian languages. Okay, like we have tons of languages besides Spanish in Colombia, right? They're native tongues. What it means for culture to have another language. So you will have to support having a second language as English in our country from a cultural perspective. Go for it. No, all at the same time.
Teacher, start the second team.
Yes, the English as a second language. English as a second language is Tatiana, Laura, Nicolás, and Diana.
Okay, I consider that it's important. It's important in our country. We can learn, we can use a foreign language, our second language. But in this time, we have more emphasis in a foreign language, and our languages, our Indian languages, have been very undervalued. And maybe for the aspect of the cultural aspect, we need to give more importance to the Indian language in our country.
Okay. From my point of view, I think that is very important. The second language or the foreign language for the context, in this case, of the culture. Because from this, if we of the people speak a foreign language, they can share the culture with other people from other countries. Yes, we can share our culture, the context of the culture, and it is an advantage for the country because many people can know this and they want to visit our country and the things that we share with them. We told about our country. I think that the culture is an important aspect for any country around the world. And for example, in our country, we have a big culture, a big culture that we can share with them. And many people around the world, they want to visit our country to know the culture.
Very good. Anybody else? Team second language?
Okay.
Also, I think that the reason for emphasis in a foreign language in our country is the economy. To improve the economy, to have the opportunity to travel. That's all.
Okay, we know that there are many tongues, and everyone do that people communicate with other people, with other countries, and even with other cultures. As example is the Indian culture, and I say that when we can to talk, to visit, to help these cultures, we need know about the language. And I say that this is very important also because the countries need increase the work, increase the economy, increase the increase the way that people know about other countries and listen about advantage, disadvantage, and other things.
Dianita, do you have any opinion about learning a second language in Colombia from the cultural point of view?
Yes, teacher. Excuse me. I think acquisition the second language is influenced by a series of factors that will strengthen or weaken. Mm, These factors include age, socioeconomic context, effective and cognitive factors, as well as the linguistic context, individual difference, age, motivational towards oral communication in a foreign language, mm, must be taken into consideration in order to develop oral communications skill in a foreign language. Learning relief affecting states and the personality of students. Language culture relationship has become a fundamental aspect of learning. A language opens the door to another cultural perspective. Mm,
Very well, Dianita. Super well argued. Let's listen to Nicolas, who's raising the hand.
Okay, classmates, we have an important aspect in this case. If we learn a second language in our country, if the people now or learn the foreign language, and they mix this with a culture of our country, we can obtain, for example, in the economy area, money, because many people around the world, they want to visit, that we tell about it some minutes ago. Many people around the country, they want to visit this country, so they need people who say, hey, come on, I know the culture of my country, I now speak a foreign language, and it is easy for you. You can win money, and the other people can know the culture. And the other people say in a future when they come back to their other country, they can say, I know, for example, excuse me, I know Mariana. Mariana, she's Colombian. She knows the culture of this country. She speaks a foreign language, and she's the best in this work. Is good for us.
Yes, very good, Nicolas. Super, super good. Now, if the second language doesn't have any other topic that you want to explain, I would like to hear the foreign language team. So, same question. How is it to include a foreign language for the Colombian culture? Anyone that can want to start, go for it.
Please repeat, teacher.
Don't worry, Dianita, you already answered this question. This is for the other team. So, foreign language, I want to hear your perspective.
Se escucha entrecortado. No, don't understand. Se escucha entrecortado.
Can you hear me there? Everybody? Yes? Okay, now I want to hear the foreign language to
Teacher.
talk about that point of view.
Okay, teacher. Bien. I think that is very important foreign language in Colombian because other country we can visit and know very places and know our culture. Now, Colombia stands out for its diversity and beauty of its traditions. For example, a unique culture stamp. Now we can improve communication skills. It's very important that include other countries because helps us include in economy, tourism, know many things in this beautiful country. Because Colombia is really gorgeous. The culture, to know culture, the others country will have her traditions and enjoy every place and every moment. We can visit and speak with the other people. That way, formal.
Super. Team foreign language, anybody else?
Yes, teacher. Me, sorry. Mariana or me? No. Me or you? Me and you. Wait, me. me, please. Okay, and Colombia is a beautiful place. It's a most beautiful place for me. And Colombia, I have the many, I have multicultural. It's a beautiful place. It's a delicious food. Colombia have the beautiful women. The people is lover. The family. There are many love the native people. Is impressioned with the love that our have in this Colombia. So I think we have to evaluate our culture. For Colombia, have many. It's an multicultural because it's on the new mother towns, indigenous mother towns. Is like I say, Claudia. Colombia had beautiful traditions and food and delicious food. This is very important that I have the second language for show with the old people. Yes.
Okay. Regarding the cultural aspect about Colombia, I think it will give the opportunity to Colombian people not only to know about other culture and their traditions, but also to share ours. As Carolina was saying, it gives us the possibility to share what we have because many people from outside of the country is interested in what we have. That's why we saw a lot of people from other countries here visiting us and saying, yes, this country is marvelous. We should continue visiting. But it's because of our culture, because of our food, because of our traditions, because as Carolina was saying, the hospitality of people here. Um, I think this is a great opportunity because it will give the chance to speak another languages and be able to communicate with other people. English is not like the, how I say that, like the, oh, I forget the word. Um, it's not like the most speaking, yeah, languages in the world, like for native people, but everyone knows English. So it's a great opportunity to us to communicate and share what we know through other language. Besides learning English, you can also share, like teach Spanish to other people and make them know the great value of the words that we have. Because in Spanish, we have many different words from there, and that they don't have like a meaning in English. So I think it's really important to share this with by the outsiders.
Well, thank you so much, foreign language team. Anybody's missing? Give their opinion? Well, now, second question, and here is where the debate starts. I would like to hear what is your posture regarding teaching English in Colombia? Which one is the best method to teach the whole generation that is going to be the new citizens of Colombia? Think about the children, think about the kids that are yet to come, think about the kids that are graduating in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Which one is the best method? Should we teach English as a second language in Colombia, or should we teach English as a foreign language in Colombia? Let me remind you, you have already assigned your team, so you cannot speak against your method. So be careful with that. Ready? So first of all, who wants to start? Raise the hand. This is just open free microphones. If you want to talk, raise your hand. Go for it, Nicolas.
Okay, teacher and classmates. In this moment, the education in Colombia advance. We can't teach the second language, the foreign language, for the children, teenagers, or old people with traditional education. From my point of view and from my experience, the traditional education finish. We can take some parts of the traditional education, but we must innovate these parts of the traditional education, because we can say to the children, for example, the verb to be, repeat, I am, she is, traditional, and write in the table, and write in the books, I am, she is. That is boring, and I think that we learn in that way. From my point of view, we can take the different tools. In this moment, there are many tools on the internet, or we can create our own tools. There are many web pages where we can create our own tools and adapt the topic that we want. For example, a verb to be. We can take the topic, create a learning activity, innovate, and because the students, they want to develop activities with technology. For example, I have in this moment in my mind an example, develop a cross of Nerpod. If you know this tool, Nerpod. So, students, we are going to start the class. Please, with your phone, please, Nerpod, in Nerpod, the class, and I can mix Nerpod with Kahoot, and I give the explanation about the topic, and with Kahoot I can do the feedback of my topic, and it is interesting for the students.
Very
That's
good. Thank you so much, Nicolas, for your intervention. Now I want to hear Mariana and after Tatiana.
That says it's not possible because we are in Colombia. We don't have native speakers here, so it's gonna be really difficult to teach English as a second language. Besides, teach English as a foreign language is better because we are gonna attend particular necessities of the students and of the people, because we don't need English to communicate in the streets. We don't need English to go to the grocery and say, yes, give me a bread, please. Everyone is not gonna speak English, and if that were possible, our main language is Spanish of mother tongue. So I think that it's the best way to teach our children since they are a child. You can teach them English as a foreign language because it's easier for us. We have the tools to do it. We can give them our experience and teach them about the other cultures through ours, through Spanish. We can teach them the difference, how to communicate with other people without losing Spanish as a main language. And this is one of the main problems when people learn English as a second language. They tend to lose their mother tongue because they start using it, the other one, and after that they just lose knowledge, or they start confusing about both of them. When you learn it as a foreign language, you are gonna know exactly what you have to know. You don't have to know everything. it's better because of that. If you're going to be a teacher, you just have to learn how to be a teacher and what to teach. But if you want to learn English to communicate, you just have to learn the tools to do it. A difference as a second language, you will have to learn everything. You will have to learn how to communicate in the street, in the school, in the bus station. You will have to know everything, and it's gonna be more confused for you, more if you are a Latin person. Because of your accent, it's gonna be more difficult to learn.
Thank you so much, Mariana, for your point of view. Now I want to hear Tatiana.
Okay. I say that we don't necessarily have to live in other country to have the two official language. I say that it's very important that students feel strongly identified with the other tongue when he feel as a social and culture about the country that we are learning the language. And I say that for this we must be prepared all of days. We must innovate, investigate the way that in other countries teach the language, and talk and investigate and increase in our skills, in our plans. And I think that we can improve and increase the second tongue when we feel in our classroom the other country and the country that speak the tongue.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. Well, another question, and I would like to hear the participants that I haven't heard. Remember your point of view from your team. The international exams or the qualification exams are standardized, right? They normally have to follow the rules of the CEFR. So what do you think? Are these exams for people who learn English as a second language? Or are these exams for people that learn English as a foreign language? Like, who has most probabilities, who has most possibilities to actually get a good score on those international exams of qualification? Laura.
I think that in these kind of activities, as an exams, as learn something for work or for the university, the emphasis is in learning English as a foreign language, because give us the skill to learn the grammar, to learn about specific topics of English, while learn English as a second language, the emphasis is the communication.
Okay, Laura, thank you so much. What do Diana, Claudia, Carolina think about it?
Okay, teacher. For the English, the children, okay, like a teachers, I can teach English like a second language from the little children. This is the better form for the people learn the English. The methodologies can use natural approach. I like this methodology because I can teach the way or the for natural, and I stimulate the for skills like listen, like reading comprehension. And the reading comprehension that help us the present the international exams. This is very important for teach this from the children. Yes. Let's practice every moment, every day, reading and speak, and the listen. This is the most easy and can use all time. This is for prepare for this exam. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Carolina. Anybody else wants to share their opinion regarding?
Okay. Bueno, I think the exam is very important. We can learn many things and development the skills and abilities we have. Um, okay, English as a foreign language refers to English that is learned in school as one more subject, and it is not used as regular means of communications. I think that is foreign language is um, different that second language because um, second language is the mother tongue is one of that is learned as a child through parents, and they are difference between um, the the context.
Very good, Claudia. Thank you so much.
Okay, I had the opportunity to present the TOEIC, and I say that is it's better with foreign language because you are prepared about this, and you prepare your skills. For example, the reading, the listening, the reading and listening, or even the TOEIC don't have the speaking. And I had the opportunity to present, and I said that is better in foreign language preparations.
Very good. Bianita, anything that you want to add?
Yes, teacher, excuse me. La desconecto el audífono. I think the traditional teaching has even way of teaching mediated by new technologies, forested by space of interaction and inclusion. The teaching of English in the country is relationship with economic development, the other objectives and motivations that Colombians have to learn English, their perception of learning this language, the benefits and problems that they identify to achieve high levels of language proficiency. Rather, the perception that Colombians have regarding learning English as a foreign language were identifying to some Colombians surveyed 47% consider that there is a very strong line between English and better employability, and 48% consider that is language associated with better education and use with better income that the time of the interacting to the world of work. And the importance of the culture component in communication and the teaching learning process of foreign language is an inescapable reality for human beings. Science, the level of development achieved by their millennium societies as a result of their economic and cultural integration requires the mastery of the, I think, young children are always familiarize yourself with English through the cartoons in an original version. We use pictograms. Mm, don't make it an obligation. As read stories in English before going to sleep, workbooks with audios, interactive video science technologies appeal to children, and it is possible to develop a skill.
Very good, Dianita. Yes, Mariana. Mariana, sorry to interrupt you, and I don't know if it's only me, but we don't hear you. It sounds like it's cutting off. Yes, of course, by all means, don't worry.
Teacher.
Yes.
Okay. You have good arguments, Dianita, and respect the opinion that my partner, Tatiana, is very important because her opinions talk about the deaths, and these deaths helps us recognize what we really know, that different abilities, for example, and speaking, reading, writing, and it is very important in these tests or different tests, and they are okay. Regarding the previous questions, um, I can say anything, teacher. I can opinion.
Of course, yes, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher. For me, it's very important use the technology in the education because we helps the children to know the different methodologies or strategic didactics strategic and um, and realize evaluations that different topics in the classroom because for example the idiom English um, they are they we can sorry they can learn many things. For example, the text is very important in learning in the classroom because the incorporation of TICs as mediating instruments of the development of activities or projects has provided new ways of learning and teaching. In this case, the students have interacted efficiently and productively. The TICs is learning contexts are essential tools today. For these reasons, the use of them brings great advantages. Since they will allow us to explore new designs, create an order to innovate and exercise didactics strategic and practice, and thus the more efficient teaching process.
Very good, Claudia. Thank you so much. Now we have Marianita with us. Yes, Marianita.
Can you hear me now? Better? Okay. I think foreign language learners will have a better score on this kind of test because they learn English to do it. Like they learn how to develop the skills to achieve the objective of this test. Difference from the second language learners that just learn English to communicate and be able to participate in the social groups and this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the main point.
Very good. Okay, I have another question for you guys, and I want you to ponder about. Talking about cognitive skills, talking about the functioning of the brain, talking about expanding the frontiers of knowledge. Which one is the best method for the knowledge and for the cognitive skills on the brain? You have and you have heard for sure that when we learn a second or a third or even a fourth or fifth language, our brain modifies. Like we get more gray matter, our brain gets to have more elasticity, so it changed on shape, it changed on content, and it changed also on how it works. Which one would be the best way to increase our cognitive skills? Learning English as a foreign language or learning English as a second language, and why? Mariana, you have your hand up. Go for it.
Oh. I'm thinking, teacher.
It's okay. If you want to put your hand down, it's okay because you just keep it there from the last one.
I can talk. As I am defending foreign language learning, it's better this because wait, teacher.
Don't worry.
It helps your brain function. If you're a child, you can learn it through natural approach. But if you are a teenager, I think that communicative or task-based approach is a good one to learn it because it helps you to improve your abilities. It makes you think more and try to connect the ideas, speaking like grammatically, or when you're writing, where you're reading, because you will have to think about it, not just in your language, but also in the other one to make sense. So I think it's better this one because if you learn English as a second language, maybe you will end up neglecting some things and you're not gonna able to realize about a lot of strategies and stuff that are using and that are helping people to improve their brain function, make them more capable of think about other things, because when you learn another language, you become like more proficiency. I think that's the word. With many things in your life.
Thank you, Mariana. Nicolás.
Okay, teacher. From my point of view, it's better learn the second language like a foreign language, not only like a second language to communicate. No, it's better like a foreign language, teacher, because when you started to study a second language and equal language, you must learn all about this language, the structure, vocabulary, words, anything of the tongue. Yes, is better. So when the people learn in this way, they will have a better cognitive level in many areas, because if we as we know, if you know a foreign language, you will have many opportunities in many areas. Yes, if you are a lawyer, if you are, I don't know, anything, any profession, and you have a foreign language, you will have other opportunities uh, comparing with other people. Yes, so it's better learn a second language like a foreign language, and not only for as a second language to communicate anything. No, is that so, teacher?
Very good. Team of the second language, you just lost one of your teammates because he passed to the foreign language right there. He was like, yeah, second language is good, but foreign is better. So don't worry, that very, very good argument. Yes, Claudia, tell me.
Okay, teacher. Okay, I think that one of the reasons for learning English is that we will to able to access a better education. For me, it's better foreign language. I think that is best reasons. Studying English or learning a language in general produce certain stimuli in the brain that helps us improve our abilities in other areas, such as creative problems solving, reason, and mental abilities. Okay, I have opinion that author Richard in 1999, she says, define language international, um, a language in widespread use of foreign language as second language, as a language of international communication, and Spainflay definition with English as the most widely used international language. Okay. I think there are many advantages for learning English right now because it's the idiom most spoken in the world. Okay, for example, improves attention span, helps us to standard better the things. Other increase cognitive control. It is very important and increase your confidence, trying your brain. There is very significant for us learning and our process in the educations. Traveling becomes more fun when when we travel in another country, we can listen and an opinion that difference um, cultures that in this country, or sit with the other people and talk about that different things, and create the conversations is the better way. Okay, they experience new cultures. Um, mm,
Very good, Claudia. Thank you so much. Let's listen to Laurita. Laurita has been quite quiet today.
Okay. I am going to speak about the second language in this program. I consider that although in the second language we don't um, studied a lot about the structural grammars, about some comparations about the second language and the mother tongue. We we learn in a unconscious way, because in the communicative we also have to acquire vocabulary, to speak effectively, with the objective that the other people understand us, and this is a unconsciously learning and acquisition, I think.
Very good. Okay, and here goes the last question. I know you guys warned me that some leave now due to the other meeting that you're hosting. So don't worry, if you need to leave, it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna stay here for about 19 more minutes, only 19 more minutes with the ones that can stay. Don't worry, like your score will not be affected if you have to drop out now from the meeting.
Thank you,
yes, Laurita.
teacher. Thank you, teacher, for all. I have to leave the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
teacher, so much.
Don't worry, you can just leave if you have to. My best wishes for this Christmas season. Happy Thanksgiving. I haven't told you, but today is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you enjoy a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. You did an excellent job.
Thank you, teacher, for your time.
Bye.
Bye to the ones that have to leave. I'm
Teacher,
gonna
you are the best teacher.
Thank you.
I admire her fluency. Oh, it's
Thanks
very
for all.
That's just years of practice. So you're gonna get better than me, I'm sure of
you
it.
too.
Much, teacher. I am grateful for you teach me.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. The ones who have to leave, you can just leave now. I'm going to keep on here the debate with the ones that want to stay. And this is the last question for
Teacher,
yes.
like I am in the same class as my classmates, but I don't have the link, so I don't know if leave or not. I
You
can't
can ask
find
them.
it.
Use the chat here and ask them to pass to you the link. Like use this chat is not a problem at all. So well, Carolina and Andres and Claudia and Dianita, the guys that are here still. I don't know if Claudia have to drop out. That's fine too. But the last question. Many authors have spoke about how learning a language through reading affects the pronunciation. Okay, where do you think that fact affects less the student? When they learn English as a second language or when they learn English as a foreign language? What do you think? Clau, you're back.
Teacher, me equivoqué.
Oh,
Tengo
you're
una
in the... What happened?
Ay, ay, no entendí lo que decías. Yo pensé que ya nos íbamos.
No, not yet. Like, I know that some of you are in a class that was requiring you to assist today. Like, you had to, because it was a qualification class. So I said, like, don't worry, I'm going to start earlier so you guys can drop out. But if you don't have to, the case of Carolina, the case of Andres and Diana, you can stay here and we're going to finish the session. It's going to take only 15 more minutes. So I'm going to rephrase the question now. Many authors have spoken about how to learn English through reading affects negatively or affects no positively the pronunciation. In which scenario you think this can be fixed better? Learning English as a second language or learning English as a foreign language? Share your opinion.
Teacher, for me, the reading is the better for the learning English. But I moments that I can listen is the better practice the pronunciation and read in up voice is the form for, but I can practice the pronunciation. So the reading is the one better forms for the learning English. I can learn vocabulary. If I can learn speak,
Listen.
Sorry, teacher, my husband is watch me, is see me, no, teacher, sorry. Yeah, get go. If I practice that speaking, that pronunciation, I can read in up voice. This is the better form for learning this ability and this skill, teacher. It's the very positive for me practice for reading the reading. Yes, teacher.
Very good, Carito. So you are for the ones of second language reading better for pronunciation or foreign language reading better for pronunciation?
Teacher, is the better pronunciation for I can read is yes. I can read. For me is the any form the practice and pronunciation.
Very, very good. Thank you so much, Carito. Andres Nicolás.
Okay, teacher. I think that this method is better for the people who is learning a foreign language. As we know, across of the readings, we can strengthen some the major of the skills because you read, you speak, yes, and okay, and maybe you can listen because it's not readings. We can listen the different readings. I think that is a good exercise for the people who is learning a foreign language. As we know, when you read, you can improve your vocabulary, the grammar, and lexical for you. So is the best way. Because maybe for some people that maybe they want to learn a second language, maybe for a requirement or I don't know, is maybe they don't do this exercise with in a good way, only to maybe, okay, I am going to read this, but they don't improve the message or the vocabulary, anything. So for that reason is better for people who is learning a foreign language.
Thank you so much, Nicolas. Yes, Marianita, Claudia, Diana wants to say something else.
Oh.
Oh, Mariana, you
Okay.
say.
Okay. It's better English as a foreign language because through this you can learn while you're reading, you're acquiring grammar, vocabulary that will help you in the future to develop your other skills.
Thank you so much. Claudia.
I think the foreign language because it's very computed and her context is more interesting. And for example, they are reading and grammatic and more vocabulary. And I think the best for learning English is speaking because we can I realize our expressions and learn more forms that say the things or or says the says the better form. I think this, yeah. Yes.
Very good, Claudia. Thank you so much. Dianita, anything that you would like to add?
Yes, teacher. I think the second language learning refers to the set of the conscious process within a framework or formal teaching, as well as the ability to express oneself. I believe that the development of the reading, speaking, writing, and listening skills are the objective of learning a second language. I think that the use of technological tools is fundamentally science, memorization, and traditional class have been and they have been replaced with the new learning methodologies where the students is the center of the process. Interesting for the multinational companies. It is more valuable that their executive speak a second language, such as English. Even for 19% of the best position in the multinationals, it is a requirement to speak English, and if you speak the language, you will be the ideal candidate. I think that achieving the development of the skill is through practice of pronunciations and vocabulary, and above that, the will to learn.
Very good, Dianita. So that's the way we finish this discussion. Most of the second language team drop out to the foreign language team, and I can understand why. That's because we have learned a lot about how to teach a foreign language and how we cannot do it as a second language because we are not in an environment that allows it to do it. I would like to finish this evaluation with you guys telling me in 3 words, only 3 words, each one. What have you gained with this speaking session? Only 3 words, okay? 3 words of what have you gained in these speaking sessions, okay? Like now, before I started, and now that I'm finishing, I feel like I have gained this. Ready? Open microphone when you feel comfortable to do it.
I have learned vocabulary, experience, and fluency.
Thank you, Mariana. Anybody else?
Yes, teacher. Trust, fluency, and communication abilities.
Okay. Thank you, Nicolas. Claudia, Carolina, Diana.
Okay, teacher. Experience, vocabulary, and fluency.
Okay. Experience, vocabulary, and fluency. Caro and Dianita.
Teacher, a lot of things. So, teacher.
Oh yeah, I think the same.
Confidence. Okay. Confidence up for me, and more vocabulary and motivation for speaking with confidence. ¿Cómo se dice? Sin pena. Loves the
Bravely.
greatly, teacher. Thank you so
Very
much.
good.
And teacher, I'm grateful for you. Your methodology was important for me because I have probably for speak me, yes, and your confidence, your motivation that give me this help me or speak more. With my mistake, I don't think in my mistake. I don't think in speak, in a talk. It is in a talk. The reason is for your confidence for me. Thank you so much, teacher. Your methodology is perfect. And the way the PowerPoint, the presentation, the class is a good teacher. I am grateful for you. This is the chance that I can give our students or give the students for your better abilities, for your better acquisition, the practice teacher, the acquisition, the language. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carolina. Your words are very encouraging and I love them, obviously. I'm actually super grateful for all of you. I'm going to speak after Dianita gives me her 3 words just to close the session. Go, Dianita. 3 things that you have gained with these sessions.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. For me, I most improved and learn vocabulary and fluency, have more will to share when speaking. And I thank you for your patience and your super good methodology. Thank you, teacher.
So sweet, Dianita. Well, now it's my turn. I'm super grateful to have meeting you. I'm super grateful that we actually get to finish these sessions on a Thanksgiving Day because I'm grateful for all that I have learned. Remember that we as teachers won't stop learning. Like every single day, we have many opportunities to keep on learning. And you have no idea how much I have learned from all of you. Really, you're great teachers. I feel blessed because you guys have taught me a lot. And thank you so much for your good attitude. Thank you so much for making the extra mile to get here on time. And if you're rushing from the flying like Mariana, that was just at the car or running in the bicycle, like I'm here to the session, or Nicolas that had to attend the sessions. Meanwhile, he was working. That was amazing. Claudia was raining cats and dogs, and I still don't know how she gets to the class. How can you connect, Claudia?
I
Carolina
can say
had
my
the cat,
opinion.
the son, the husband, everything going on at the same. Diana also, she just rushes from work, and I know she also had a husband, and she's in the middle of building her house. So you guys are so brave. I really, really do admire you. I admire your passion for learning English, your passion for teaching, because that is amazing. I encourage you to don't turn off that fire that you carry within you. It's super important that you are contagious as a teacher, that you contagious your students with passion for learning, with passion for the language, for passion for saying exactly what I heard today when I asked you about the culture. Like, learning English is a way to show the beautiful things that we as Colombians have. So I encourage you to keep on taking that as your legacy, as your teachers. And thank you so much. You know that you count with me whenever you need it. This is my Skype account, so you're gonna always have it there. You know my mail, so you can also write down anytime that you need help for something. You can count on me as much as time allows it. And I encourage you to keep on learning, keep on progressing. Do not quit on this beautiful path that is to become not only teachers, because I know that you guys are not going to be only one more teacher, but to be the best teachers that you can get to be. Okay? For the sake of the planet, for the sake of the new generations, you must be great teachers. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much, everyone. I send you a huge virtual hug. We cannot hug right now, but it's
I
a
will
virtual
miss you.
for all of you.
Teacher, really, yeah. Thank you for everything, for all the knowledge that you have shared with us. Having you as a teacher made me feel really, really grateful. Made me like think why I made the decision to become a teacher. You are one of the best teachers that I have ever had in my life. And it's amazing to share the experience with all of you, not only with the teacher but with my classmates, because as I say one time, for me it's really interesting to know about how different are we, even being Colombian, and all the things that we have to share with the world, because we are amazing. And I think that teaching, it's the way to show to the world. And yes, like, I'm really, really grateful. And thank you, teacher. It's like, yeah, I don't have the words to say how grateful I am and how amazing you are.
Oh,
So,
Mariana, thank you
thank
so
you.
much. You guys are awesome. Like, really, I got blessed with one of the best speaking session teams. I was like, haha, I got the best. The other teachers were like, oh, my students never came to class. I'm like, oh, my students killed to get to class. So it's awesome to have you. Yes, Andres, Nicolas, tell me.
Okay, teacher. My classmates say it all. No, it's like, no, teacher, thank you for all. Really, I strength some weakness, or the different weakness that I have. I I I could improve the second language, the foreign language. That is very important for us. Uh, you compressed, is the compressed the word, teacher?
How do you say it in Spanish?
You understand, excuse me. You understand the different circumstance that we had in this process. I had some problems in some occasions. I gave the best of me. I had some problems in the work. but never mind because I like it. I love to be a teacher, really. As you know, I am a teacher in the police. And when I am in front of the group, I feel so good. My body feels love for this profession. And no more teacher. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. It was a good experience. And I have never was in a group when all my classmates were girls. I was I was only the unique.
You are the blessed one.
Yeah, bless among all women.
Yes, no, but it was a good experience because they were good classmates. Thank you, classmates too.
Oh, that's very, very sweet. Thank you so much, Nicolas. Yes, Claudia, tell us.
Okay, teacher, thank you so much for all. It was very significant for me and help us my pronunciations because it's a little bad, but you help me and understands many things, and this experience is very important in my life, in my career. And thank you so much for your patience, for the interactions between the classmates is very nice and share with us. And thank you so much for your family. You are the best teacher. I admire your fluency. Is really great. Is gorgeous. Thank you so much, teacher.
Thank you, everyone. You guys are an awesome team. I will let you go with this in mind. Don't forget, don't ever forget that everyone can learn. Everyone. Like, honestly, don't ever think that someone is not able to learn because then you will stop their future. So keep that in mind. Everyone can learn. Another thing that I want you to keep in mind is that no matter the difficulties, no matter the circumstances, no matter how hard it gets, to be a teacher is to have the flame of love for others within your heart. So keep that one also in mind. Like every time you teach someone, you're changing their lives and you're turning on a light that might never, never turn down. So please keep that in mind. All your profession depends of that. I encourage you to keep on learning, do everything that you need to, and now that you guys are friends and know each other, find moments to speak among you. That will help you a lot. So you can just share with others what you know and increase your knowledge that way. So now I will let you go so you can have a beautiful night. If you can, oh yes, I know, Nicolas, I'm also super
For real,
heartbroken.
you make me cry. Like
No, Mariana,
okay,
don't cry.
Yes, like this is finishing.
Yeah, I know. For me, it's also
I'm
heartbreaking.
sorry.
What keeps me happy is to know that you guys are not going to vanish. I hope you don't vanish, and that you somehow write down and say like, "Oh, hello, teacher. I remember you. I'm being super successful. I'm touching the sky. I'm teaching so many kids, and I have just lightened the path for others." Remember, that is our mission. We have to lighten the path for others, the ones that are behind us. So I encourage you to keep on learning, keep on speaking, do not stop. If you're gonna make mistakes, when I was studying music, my teacher used to say, if you're gonna make mistakes, do them really big. Like make mistakes that people will remind you, like, oh yeah, I remind you for that mistake. Why? Because that's the only way we learn. And also try every day to do new mistakes. Okay, don't be scared of them. We learn from our mistakes. So try every day to make new mistakes. And if you're going to make a mistake, do it with hope. So guys, now I will have to let you go. With my heart, I'm grateful for all of you, for all that you have given during these months. You know that you count with me whenever you need. I will highly recommend you when you finish your career, just let me know, because I love to work with you guys. I would love to see you as your professionals, and you can count on me anytime. Many, many blessings for you on this Christmas, for your family. I hope joy and abundance and peace will cover you and follow you for always. So huge hug for all of you, and have a wonderful, wonderful night and a wonderful semester that I know you have done and worked so hard for it. So everyone, kisses and bye,
Bye.
for now.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher. Bye,
Thank you
guys.
so
Bye,
much.
you guys.
Bless
Bye,
you.
everyone. We have to keep in touch.
Yeah, do it, please. That's important.